Well, here we go with another little shootout video. I don't have a huge collection of motorcycle jackets. I know, not for a fact, but partially from the world of collecting guitars, that where I come from, that there are a lot of people out there that they're into collecting motorcycle jackets, and it might be just they're looking for a particular brand, but I have 4 here. They may have 400, and they could have been doing that when stuff was a lot less expensive than it is now, or they just had a lot of money and are willing to pay whatever it is to have a collection, which I have. I don't really have any issues with. So I'm just saying that I've got a few, and I wanted to show these jackets off because they're nice jackets, and it's an opportunity to see some nice vintage leather that are motorcycle. These first couple I'm going to show you are police jackets, or duty jackets they might be called. The first one here, up here, and I think I need to move these others out of the way here. So we're going to look at this one. We'll look at this guy first. I'll put him over here. Then we're going to have this Buco. Is that how you pronounce it? I just got this guy. This is a police jacket. The model is a PB27. Again, I'm just not. I don't pretend to be an expert on these jackets. I just happen to own these because I think they're pretty cool. I'll get to that one when we put him over here. Beautiful Sears Hercules motorcycle jacket. This has not has any relation to being a service jacket. There's no. There's been no sewn on patches or any, even motorcycle patches on that one. I'll come back to them. Beautiful Sportclad jacket, near mint, I would guess. It's never really been worn. Back to the first one. This is a pre-war 40s. It's got the not sure, not everything is going to come out here into detail. This, suffice to say, has the vintage Talon zipper here from the 40s. This is in excellent shape, and it works very, very well. In fact, not only were those zippers cool, they actually, after all these years, they still continue to work and work very well. I just put some conditioner on this one. This corner in this fold here, it's not cracked, but it gets drier than the other jacket. So when I pick it up and touch it, I actually don't even leave it folded. I leave it open like this. This is Horsehide. It's not marked as Horsehide, but there's not really, I don't think anyone's going to argue with me that that's not a Horsehide jacket. Has the button sleeves. It's not a zip sleeve. I don't know what, and it's not a, these are huge openings. This basically does very little to tighten that. It does nothing to actually tighten it. So I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully some people out there will be able to say why that is, why that's not. There is a stitched circle here that had some kind of a badge. I don't know if it was actually a law enforcement badge or a motorcycle. It looks like a badge area to me. It has the Talon ball zippers, which not only are cool, you just don't see them very often. You see coats from the pre-war era, but it's hard to, I don't know why, it's hard to find them with the ball and chain. This is the back of this. It's got the lace-up sides. This is for the utility belt, gun belt, I guess they call it. Is it Sam Brown belt? Again, I am not an expert on these, so I say something that's not right, correct me gently. trouble getting that snapped. Underarm gussets, or vent holes, I guess it would be called. I wasn't sure on the lining on this one whether it's original or not. It's probably, haven't looked at that hard, it's probably got some repair up here. This looks like an addition up here, which is pretty typical for wear. There's some wear over here. This may in fact be the original liner to that. It has no label that I've seen. I haven't seen, I don't know if there's a size label. I just don't remember. I've had this coat for a while. The sleeve, the pockets are unlined, which is interesting. I don't think they've ever had any lining. They're leather, obviously, from the inside. And there's a, I'm sorry, it does have an original size tag, and it says 46. And this jacket really fits like a 46. I gotta be careful with that. Beautiful horsehide, beautiful condition. I like this style of jacket. And as I said, it's marked as a 46, and it fits like a 46. I wear a 44, 42, and it feels like a 46 on me. It's big. It's a beautiful jacket. The leather is in excellent condition. Everywhere, the shoulders are very nice. I said I had an issue there, just some dryness, so I did put some stuff on that one. Let's look at number 2 here. We'll get the Sportclad out here. It's right on top. Sportclad, a brand name of JCPenney through the years. This jacket I bought from a man in Colorado whose uncle bought this jacket new post-war. He said he bought it in 1948, and everything on it that I can indicates that it is indeed from that era, early post-war. One of the identifiers on there is the, what is it, a triple mark Talon zipper marked on the front and the back of the pull, and on the stop it's also marked, and down the middle is a Talon, I think, and it's a square. This identifies it as Diner Man actually identifies those as, you know, late 40s, so I call it 48. And it's absolutely, it just wasn't worn. The leather on it is as interesting a leather as I've seen on any leather jacket from this era. It looks almost like this shinky, is that how you pronounce it? Horsehide. I'm showing the arms here because they have the it's just, I'll do a fit video because this jacket is just a beautiful fit. These sleeves close up, they're on top. I know there's some guys on the Fedora Lounge who really think that that's the way they should be. I don't know. I don't, like I said in an earlier video, I don't ride. And really actually never liked this style of jacket because it was just, I don't ride, and I just thought I didn't have a right to own a jacket like this. I got to show the beautiful lining, get my long gray hair out of there. It's got a snap in there. Beautiful, isn't it? It really is. I don't know what these jackets cost new. I don't really know. This one I might have to rub that shoulder a bit. Look at that. It looks like the Shanky Horsehide. It's just beautiful. And like I said, I'll do a fit video on this, not right now. It just is so comfortable. I mean, when you cinch this up, it's just, everything is right on it. And I think this one is also marked. I don't want to rummage through here, but yes, there it is. This is marked as also as a 46. and I would say it fits more like a 44, a 46, depending on your size, and get into it, I think. These sizes aren't crazy on these vintage jackets like I think some people, even me, want to say. I have said at times that they're just not accurate. Well, they really are more accurate than people portray. Beautiful jacket. This one is another beautiful jacket. This is a Sears Hercules Horsehide motorcycle jacket. I think this particular style with this label, the typical red lining, everything about this, I think this jacket is later 50s. I know they made, again, I'm not an expert on all these jackets. There's a lot of details in this that people would be able to identify it as a certain year. I just not really into all that. I love jackets, but this one, I don't know also if this one's marked somewhere. I think it is, I just can't remember where. Marked as a 46. And it fits like a 46. It's a little bit big on me. The sleeves on this one do not, even with the closures, just don't taper much, and I just find that kind of strange. This one tapers a little more than some others, but not a whole lot. Not like the Sportclad. Again, this is a jacket that fits me very well, and it's just absolutely excellent condition. It does need a couple of stitches in some pretty typical areas. I don't know where they are now, can't remember. It's got the fob, or the pull on there is the original to these jackets, which is really nice because those zippers can be difficult to find, zipper heads, pulls. I'd love to find a collar for one of these. If you got one, let me know. This is a heavy Horsehide, and it is heavy. And you can probably tell that the way I'm moving it around, that it's a substantial hide. And it's in really beautiful condition. I've seen a few of these. They're not in any way rare, but they are a very quality, desirable motorcycle jacket. If you want this style of jacket, check out the Hercules and the other brands. There's a lot of them. They don't all Bucos or Harley labeled. And there's a lot of STEERHIDE out there too. The jackets I've shown you so far are Horsehide. So we're going to move over here to this Buco, which is the famous brand in these style of jackets. You know, everyone knows, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It has the size tag, which I can't really read, and it has the Buco STEERHIDE label. I don't know if you can see that there. The gold and black label. I'm not sure what they call that label. Not interesting. I thought there'd be a ton of stuff out there on these jackets, and I don't know if I don't know how to search, but I didn't find a ton of stuff out there. I think there's a ton of stuff known about these jackets, and I've got the Ren Tanaka books with these jackets in it, so it's not. I know this is a STEERHIDE jacket, much lighter, different leather as it should be than the Horsehide jackets that I just presented. I don't know what a Horsehide Buco looks like. I've never had one in my hands other than this one. And it's STEERHIDE. It has the black quilt lining, which is in very nice condition. Talon zippers all the way around that work very well. It's got quite a bit of patina on these arms, which are a little bit nice patina there. I don't know if it'll show up in this video, but I'll do some photography of it. Again, a much lighter leather, but this jacket is extremely comfortable and really looks good on. This is a jacket, I'm not real big on wearing the, I love leather jacket, I always wear leather, but I'm not real big on this style of leather jackets I presented here. I've worn them out I don't wear them out a lot. I don't ride. Maybe I'll get a bike. I think I could wear this one out. It's just a little less biker to me, I guess. It needs to be, I have not cleaned it up. It's got the pen area in here. Under that snaps the pocket. It does not have any inside pockets that I recall. No, it doesn't. Like I said, beautiful jacket. A lot of talk about these jackets, the Bucos, again, hope I'm saying that right, and being sort of the epitome of this style of jacket. They're certainly very popular and very collectible. And what's the difference between this one and the Hercules? I don't know. Fit. It's more than a name. There's something about the Bucos. They're a nice jacket, but there's not really anything particularly wrong with this big heavy bear. It's a heavy bear. Sportclad the same way. So I don't know. I got off on the Buco has the zip sleeves in it. All the snaps, everything works on it. It needs a little bit of probably conditioning. I haven't done that yet, but it will. I'm not a big conditioning person as far as everything's got to be conditioned. I got vintage jackets I haven't done anything to because I didn't feel like they needed conditioning. This jacket is, there's just some areas in here on this shoulders and this kind of this area where I call it a burn, or it's got a little bit of a suntan. That needs to be gently conditioned. It doesn't have to be soaked, but it needs to be conditioned a little bit. So that will happen here pretty soon. This is the pile, my pile. It's not a big pile, but they're all jackets that I could wear, and that makes a difference when I'm looking at jackets. You can buy a lot of jackets, but finding one that fits isn't always that easy. So there's the pile.